Phelps! Phelps, leave him be.
This isn't a racetrack.
The fuck? Why is there elephants here?
These are my best shoes, Phelps. I'll leave you to it.
Very funny. Whoa!
Get a move on, Cole. Those boards are sinking. You want to end up like the other fossils?
Easy.
The gangway snakes around, Phelps. Can you see it through the tar?
God damn.
How you doing out there?
I'd be doing better if you were the one trying to get across this thing. Whoa! Easy.
You don't want to fall in now, Phelps.
That's at the forefront of my thinking.
The fuck?
One of Teresa Terreldson's shoes. A sphere which is as many thousand spheres. Okay, where to now? open-toed white shoe, and another stanza from the poem.
Oh, I really thought that hobo bum did the Terrelson broad.
Confessions from the insane aren't the most credible evidence, Rusty.
Is this thing over?
It's all part of his power over us, making us run around all over the city for the crumbs he's leaving us.
So if we keep this up, we can find the guy?
Hmm.
vice desk. Leading up to the Quartermoon murders, Phelps has investigated a series of murders in the previous 5 homicide cases that had a lot of similarities, ranging from writing on the body to strangulation by rope, suggesting either a connection to the unsolved Black Dahlia killings or copycats inspired by the same. The case starts with Phelps and his partner meeting in tech services, where Captain Donnelly shows them a letter that suggests the Black Dahlia killer is alive. There is also an excerpt from P. Shelley's Prometheus Unbound, uses to deduce that he wants them to know there is something at Pershing Square. After arriving at Pershing Square, Phelps discovers the Social Security card of one of the victims, as well as another excerpt from Prometheus Unbound.
No, I was supposed to inspect the fountain. I didn't know you actually meant getting in the fountain.
Phelps realizes that the excerpt points to a second location in the letter, where he finds yet another clue tied to a previous murder and another excerpt. Phelps continues going from location to location, finding the trail of breadcrumbs the killer left for the police. The chase leads Phelps and his partner to the abandoned Christ Crown of Thorns church, where they find the Black Dahlia killer. It turns out to be Garrett Mason, a temporary bartender from previous crime scenes.
This boorish ignoramus could never have found me. It was you, wasn't it?
So this guy looks out for women in bars who've had too much to drink.
Who are emotionally disturbed.
Need a shoulder to cry on, he plies them with booze.
Probably offers them a lift home.
Then beats their brains out and strangles them. Could be any schmo hanging out in a bar.
No, not anyone. He displays the bodies, leaves us messages. For all the violence, it's very controlled behavior. Center of the proverbial labyrinth? How long's a piece of string? How many unsolved murders have we got in this city?
Seems like a decent guy.
You worked that case.
You ever been in here, Galloway?
No, I have no intention of going in. I heard that thing's tricky. I'm gonna wait here and have a quiet smoke. Think about hidden meetings.
Once belonging to Celine Axford Henry. Thrones, altars, judgment seats, and prisons. No, it couldn't be.
See? That was easy.
I found Celine Henry's ring.
How far does this thing go? How did we not catch this nut job?
Phelps. I read about him in
Watch it, Will.
I have a question.
There's the throne up there. Now it's just a matter of getting to it.
You just pull up and go to the flag. What the fuck?
Phelps, climb up to the higher levels over here.
Just mark it on your map and you should be able to go to it.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole. I'll get you off of there.
You gotta make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close as you can, then jump.
Motherfucker.
No! Come on! Ah, no! I thought the whole thing was gonna come crashing down on us.
I thought so too. He murdered Evelyn Summers, Rusty. The last trophy was her ring.
You find another piece of the poem?
Yes. The last piece.
You sure, Cole?
Let's find out.
This map is so fucking confusing to look at. Holy shit.
Might see this as a cry for help.
For God's sake, Phelps. You're not trying to justify this.
Hear me out, Rusty. This guy has been successfully slaughtering women in this town for half a year, maybe longer. He researches who he kills, and then plants evidence so that we always have someone to go after. If he hadn't sent the
All units, the citizen reports a 211 in progress at 9th and Grand. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Reminds me of my days as an altar boy.
There's a light coming from the house.
Nothing hasty, gentlemen. Keep your hands where I can see them, or I'll be forced to redecorate the stucco with your entrails.
We're from the LAPD, sir. I'm gonna tell you only once to lower your weapon.
The LAPD, you say? Is it really possible you could have found me after all this time? How interesting.
Put down the gun, shitbird. Last warning.
This boorish ignoramus could never have found me. It was you, wasn't it? Do you remember me, detective?
The temp bartender.
Yes, you found me. You know what I'm capable of, and yet you walk in here like lambs, dressed for the slaughter.
We'll see about that. Where did he go?
Down the tunnel?
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
The house, Rusty. There must be another entrance into the house. LAPD! Give yourself up!
Oh, sweet Jesus.
It's the basis for all his riddles. Prometheus defied the cruel gods. This guy thinks he's doing the same thing.
Defying gods can be hazardous to your health.
You realize this must have been the place, Rusty.
We're going down there.
I'll go. Call for backup and keep an eye out above ground and see where this thing comes out. Don't let me down, Rusty.
You're an interesting man, detective. Why the police force? You're obviously overqualified.
Surrender now, or I will use deadly force.
Do I get a sense you're looking for personal redemption? Do you think we have something in common?
This thing has come to an end. You know that. Exactly what I expected. We were looking for a load.
Are you acquainted with slaughter? Does it attract you? Have you felt it? Understood the power?
I have a question.
Are you comfortable out of the
I see a
light
stolen
box?
vehicle call
Are
on
you
my map,
comfortable?
so I set the waypoint. What do
Reinforcements
I do
are on the
when I get
way.
there?
Cease and desist. Surrender now, or I will use deadly force. This thing has come to an end.
Where's the press, Cap? I think Phelps and I should get a medal for this. This has got to be the case of the year, right? The case of the century when you think about it.
Are you finished?
Yes, Skipper.
Good. Because there won't be any press briefings or commendations.
What are you talking about? We got the werewolf, the guy who killed the Dahlia, killed all the other broads.
You've got no one. Mason was a ghost.
Can you at least tell us why, Captain?
Mason is the half-brother of one of the most highly elected officials in this country.
How high?
Beyond the moon for mere mortals like us, Rusty. There'll be no more mention of him. The city owes you both. But there'll be no mileage in ever bringing this up again.
What's going to happen to the suspects in the cases, Captain? I won't be a part of that.
A bit of missing evidence at the grand jury. A procedural error here, a mistake there. They'll all be quietly let go. The DA knows how we have to play it.
That's it?
I'm afraid it is. And I have some news for you, Phelps. No more rooting around in the entrails of cadavers and corpses for you. The head of Vice has asked the chief for you. I'm reluctant to see you go to the glory boards of Vice, but my hands are tied. Go home to that lovely wife of yours. Celebrate your promotion.
Breathe out, kid. You'll go purple. I'm scared, Sarge. Everybody's scared, kid. Anyone who says he isn't is a damn liar.
How many times have you been in combat, Sarge?
I was with Raider Battalion on Peleliu my first time.
Was it bad?
It's always bad.
Will this be bad?
As bad as it gets, kid. But you stick by the Marine next to you, and he will stick by you.
So, some of the guys, they aren't very friendly, Sarge.
They've lost a lot of their friends in the last couple of days, kid. They think if they don't get to know you, that they won't have to grieve for you if you get killed. They're wrong. It doesn't work that way. Don't worry. No Marine in this company will let you down.
Phelps, welcome to Vice. This is your new partner, Roy Earl. Take a seat. A special request was made to transfer you to advice. We need a man with your kind of starch on this desk, son. We have 2 dead Negroes found in an apartment this morning on Yucca Street. Number 6358, apartment 5.
We got better things to be doing than wasting our time on 2 dead junkies.
Did I ask your opinion, detective? 2 men dead on U.S. Army issue morphine. That makes it an advice case. Read it.
Yes, sir. You and the lieutenant have some history?
You could say that. We used to be partners. So, you're working with the big boys now, Cole?
I guess so, Roy. I thought homicide was the primo assignment.
That may be the case. I asked for you personally, Phelps. I had to pull a few strings to get you over to advice. How does it feel?
The lieutenant seems to think I'm doing okay.
Okay? Don't get humble on me, Phelps. You're doing great. You're the department pinup boy. War hero and crime fighter. What a combination.
I can assure you I'm no war hero, detective.
Think about
Let's
egos.
rouse some
They don't
hotbeds.
talk about other people.
Nice car, Roy. Is it department issue?
No, this is my sled. You can't be seen slumming it in a Nash if you're in Vice, Cole. Meanwhile, we got needle freaks kissing it goodbye all over Central Avenue.
Any in the vicinity officer needs assistance, 1825 North Highland Avenue, 1825 North Highland Avenue. Unit to handle code 2 identify.
This car cost me a fortune, you moron!
They really picked a prize shithole for our first date.
I knew it wasn't safe.
It's up the stairs, detectives. Around the corner, last door on the left.
I'm all done. Your show now.
Carruthers,
Phelps?
I've been reassigned to advice.
What have we got?
2 stiffs, overdosed, been dead a couple of days. Government issue morphine. We use the same syrettes in Okinawa.
Fucking Negro junkies can't take supply this pure.
You know these guys?
I know of them. The younger one's a 2-bit horn player by the name of Cornell Tyree. The other one works in distribution. Started using a little too much of his own product, and Jack D took exception. He wasn't born that ugly. His name's Lamont. Tyrone Lamont.
So who's supplying the drugs?
That's easy. Whoever knocked off the wharves in San Pedro. Jack Dragna, Mickey Cohen. Dope's been all upside down ever since Jimmy Utley started the long walk at Quentin.
You talk about it like it's a system.
It was a system. But those days are long gone.
We are supposed to uphold the law.
Yeah, and we do. But we can't change people. The truth is, everyone wants a license to get a little dirty now and then. Our job is to keep it manageable.
That's how you see it?
See it any other way, and you better forget about being a vice cop.
Can we get on with this? Today, preferably?
Took his jolt and drifted off. And I suppose his friend wasn't in any condition to notice that he had stopped breathing. Small chance in life is probably better than no chance. Never the same, are they? Tyrone Lamont, not even 23 years old.
These clowns lived on popcorn?
Find anything interesting? Messy eaters. Black Caesar. From the joint across the street. Looks like something was taped to the bottom of the cup. Just when I think I've seen it all. Some kind of fruit, a bell, and win. Strange doodle. I wonder what's the correlation between love of the needle and love of the music. Another day, another dollar. Another special order from the Caesar. Never the same, are they? One cigarette is enough to knock you out for combat trauma. Two of them will stop your heart. They say only the good die young. Another day, I hope it was true in your case. Who is JJ? And why do these two care about his taste in music? Looks like it was always going to end this way. Just when I think I've seen it all.